Day trading can be an exciting yet challenging pursuit, but many traders quickly find themselves losing money over time. The reason is probably because they dive in without a trading plan, no journals, none of that. They may get caught up in the excitement of making quick profits, but without the right strategy, discipline, and execution, they find themselves losing more than they win. If you're new to day trading, I've been trading for 7 years, 30-year profitable, almost $1 million made in the market. I am here to help. With the right help, I promise you, you're gonna avoid all these mistakes. If you can start building these habits early, you will set yourself up for a very successful career. The first thing day traders don't have is they don't plan. It's like they don't have a way to execute the market. For example, whenever I'm looking to take a trade, I want levels on higher time frames being broken with a fair value gap. I take the small move. I'm not looking for the home run. I get in, I get out, boom, that's it, that's the trade. So it's 99% of me waiting for the market to make a move, and then I execute the trade. Imagine playing a sport without knowing the rules or how to win. That's what you're doing when you don't have a plan in the market. You need a strategy. You need something that tells you when to buy and to sell. You need to know the A+ setup you're looking for, your risk management. Everything has to be on point. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have a plan. Normally I go with 4 steps and 4 steps only. First thing I'll look for is a level being broken on higher time frames. Every high and a low is previous buying and selling, right? So whenever you see those highs and lows being broken with a fair value gap, that's how you know volume is there. Second thing is make sure you have the fair value gap. The third would be target previous highs and lows, set your risk to reward, stop out halfway through the fair value gap, and then 4, take the trade. 4 easy steps I follow whenever I'm looking for a trade every single day. And if I don't get any of those things, I don't take a single trade. The second thing that people fall for is trading way too much. I understand a lot of you have very small accounts and you want to make the same numbers that people do online, but that's just not going to happen. You have to take your time to get there. For example, if you can't make 10% with $100, what makes you think you're going to do it with 5,000, 1,000, 10,000, right? When you have $10,000, all it takes is 4 trades a month, 10% to make $4,000 a month. That's going to replace your 9 to 5 with $10,000, right? But if you can't do it with $1,000 or $100, you won't be able to do it with 10,000. So remember, less is more. Yes, you might be making less at the moment, but focus on the percentage, focus on the gain, walk away, and then only trade the setups that present themselves. Because eventually you will have $10,000 to trade with. And if you have all these bad habits of you full porting, taking 1 million trades a day, you're gonna lose that $10,000 as well. Less is more. Don't try to overcomplicate it. Be patient. The third most important thing is you're not managing your risk. A lot of people just hop in the market with all the money they have and then they lose it all and call it gambling. When you think about it like that, it clearly is gambling because you're putting all your money in one thing. It's like if I were to go put all my money in one house in real estate and it fails, I either break even or lose money. That's also a risk. You have to be able to mitigate your risk and control your risk. The way I like to think about it is if I have $10,000 and I know that I'm gonna lose, my maximum loss is $1,000. Why don't I just enter the trade with $1,000? It's like now I'm more inclined to hold my trade. I'm gonna lose less, and if it goes my way because I'm able to hold it longer, my returns are going to be a lot higher than if I were in there with $10,000. Oh my God, I'm going to lose all this money. No, now I'm in with my max loss. I'm going to end up losing less than that. That's that. Manage your risk. Don't go in too heavy. If it doesn't go your way, with your proper risk to reward, you're going to be able to take 4 or 5 losses and 1 winner makes it all back. So it's like, don't focus on the losses, minimize your risk, play it smart. That's how you're gonna get rich. The fourth thing is chasing losses. Look, a lot of you aren't even scared about losing money. That's why you're holding your positions all the way to 0. You're not scared of losing money, you're scared of being wrong. But whenever you accept the fact that you're gonna be wrong a lot of times in this market, I know you see people talking online acting like they know what they're talking about, but those that never talk about this one specific topic is because of this reason. They're probably losing as well. But you have to let go of your ego. Not every time are you going to be right, As long as you're playing the trend, there's only 2 times that you can lose, right? At the top and at the bottom. Whenever the market actually does reverse and it stops going your way, and then now you're going in a downtrend, you trade the downtrend. And then when you're going from a downtrend into an uptrend, you take a loss because you're no longer in that trend. Boom. There's only twice that you can lose, right? So as long as you're patient and you're waiting, Next trade is going to present itself, and if it doesn't, wait again. You know, all it takes is one win to make back 5 losses with proper risk to reward. So you do not have to trade every single day, and you do not have to chase these losses looking to make your money back. You have to accept a loss, move on. There's going to be another opportunity, and that's that. And then number 5 is ignoring the bigger picture. Too many of you are stuck on these 1-minute time frames, trying to catch a million trades a day, and the market's just moving sideways. You know, it's like, make sure you're moving out and zooming out into the 1 day, weekly, the 4 hour, the 1 hour, so you understand where the trend is at. Mark your highs and lows on larger time frames, and that allows you to play in between those levels, right? And so now that you have those levels marked, you can play in between those with a 5, 15 minute, 3 minute even, you know. So it's like, if you're breaking through these larger time frame levels with smaller time frames, that's how you know volume is presented. So whenever you see those levels being broken, you're following the trend, and you're making a lot of money because you're gonna have a lot of confidence in those trades. You're gonna know exactly where the market's at, what it's doing, whether it wants to break up, down, whatever it decides to do. You just wait for those levels to be broken, and that's that. In short, trading is like any other game. You need a good plan, control your risk, do not get greedy, and understand what's going on around you. By understanding the reasons why many day traders lose early on, whether it's a lack of clear plan, overtrading, or poor risk management, you can avoid falling into these same traps. I'm here to help you, guide you through the process, build you a plan, and make sure you become successful in these markets. And also, if you're a trader who's struggling or just can't find a profitable system, make sure you click the link in the description to learn more. We are literally helping other traders make anywhere from $3,000 to $20,000 a month. Shoot, our buddy Aaron actually just had his first $30,000 a month. 4 months ago, he was door dashing, and he's a college student. Insane. Click the link below to find out more. Also subscribe. Gonna be posting way more on YouTube, so make sure you don't miss out on these videos. I want you guys to learn. It's all free here on YouTube. It's been Decrypt. I'm out of here. Deuces.